Got a great guest in studio here this morning. We talk weekly with Mason County Sheriff Casey Salisbury. Good morning, Casey.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Great.
Nice day here this morning after a wrap-up of a great weekend. Let's start back to Thursday. We were just hearing about it as Sean put together a fine piece on the law enforcement torch run through Mason County for Special Olympics. And give me kind of a debrief on it. What do you
Wasn't
think?
that just the greatest thing
Great.
ever? Just great. And you know, we had a number of athletes come out, and I'll read off some of their names in a moment. And I want to thank the staff and all the law enforcement agencies that were participating from every agency in the county, and the sponsors that came out and supported us, and a number of the businesses came out and held signs and things. And those that bought T-shirts and things to support the athletes for Special Olympics. I mean, what a great day! It was all smiles.
Yeah.
Even through the pain of a little bit of running, everybody's still smiling. We had a great culminating event out at the Squaxin Tribe. People showing up, and just can't get better than that. Get better than that.
It was a very nice show of everybody out to celebrate this.
It sure was. What a wonderful thing.
Moving on into Forest Festival, saw you there for the parade. That's always a great thing to give back to the community, show that you're a good, strong force in the community.
Oh, that's so fun. We had I walked through with Chief Moody and Chief Eller, and got to see a whole bunch of kids and things in that. And each one of our agencies had different displays behind us, going through and getting to see the community things. And I think we're really fortunate in our area, especially in the Northwest. Law enforcement and the communities do so much together, and that's really, really important in being a part of those activities and events. It was just a great day for it. It wasn't too hot. It was just perfect.
The other thing, and that's kind of when you get out in front of the folks and people do get to see that, and we talk on the radio about a lot of hard work that the Sheriff's Office puts forth, but you were just telling me that there's another organization in the state, the WSCC, the Corrections Center, and they often go unsung, and they have their own, in their own right, a lot of great folks that work there, and they were having some awards, right?
Yeah, when we talk about law enforcement, there's a lot more to it than just the badges that are on the street and the people that you see and don't see all the time. There's support staff, there's other people. The officers out at the Department of Corrections at WCC at Garrett Hines, when we got ready to do the Special Olympics, its torch run, they meet with us and they said, we're in, we want to do this. And so WCC had one of their support vehicles out there to help carry food and water and people around for us, and they participated in our event. And then last week I had a chance I've been out there before, but it's really neat this year. They had an awards program for the Department of Corrections. And as they say, some people don't get seen a lot, but when you work on the inside of the walls, you don't get seen very little or at all. And it's a pretty thankless job, and those people are keeping us safe in our community. So I got a chance to attend their awards presentation out there last week, and what a great thing that you don't realize how big Department of Corrections is across the state, and the special units that they have, investigators and things. And so they gave awards to their employees, and it was really neat to be a part of that and see them.
Good to get that recognition. You were also telling me about an award that you received back in the late 90s that you are now going to be able to bestow upon another service member.
So exciting. Yeah, when I worked in Thurston, I received the Officer of the Year in 1996 or 98, and for all the agencies in the county over there. And the other day, a young man that came through the Youth Law Enforcement Academy a number of years ago contacted me and said, would you come over? He said, I'm receiving your award. And he's receiving the Law Enforcement Officer of the Year for Thurston County this year. It's Trooper Travis Joyce. He actually lives here in Mason County. Travis is getting that award. What a great thing to see young people that you meet when they're in high school or younger. I had as students and come through, and Travis has received the Law Enforcement Officer of the Year over in Thurston County.
So was he like an explorer here with you from Mason County, or how did it?
I met him, and he came through. We do the Kiwanis Youth Law Enforcement Camp that's coming up through our Kiwanis group. And this is my 16th year, so I'll go back 16 years of doing that. And he was in one of those groups that came through, and he's a tall, slender kid that came out of the woodwork and just did a tremendous job at the camp. And you could tell that week you're thinking that he's going somewhere. And Travis just related to me. He's also a guest driving instructor right now at the State Patrol Academy.
Wow.
And then, interestingly enough, he has a new trooper recruit staying with him whose dad was a trooper, who was one of my classmates at Shelton High School. And so his son is going through the academy now to Trooper Mark Baker.
That's amazing.
Just retired, and now his son's picking up the badge and moving on. So it's so great to see that in our community. The parade the other day, another tremendous person from our community, a great friend of mine that I went to high school with, a guy by the name of Bruce Parker, titled as Colonel Bruce Parker, just retired from the United States Army. And I hadn't seen Bruce for quite a few years. He's back in the Carolinas and as a colonel back there, and was out for the parade for his family to come home. He and his wife are both from Shelton. So very exciting to be down at the parade and see all the people just doing wonderfully.
Very nice. Next week when we chat, let's talk a little bit about summer getting closer and more people out on the waterways and things like that. We'll kind of do some updates on that.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Casey. Good to see you.